Man, I am trying my hardest to get this down to 5 minutes, but it's just not working. So, Blender Crash Course, 7 to 10 minutes by razWells. So when you open Blender, you generally see this cube right here. Well, it looks like a square right now. If you hold down the middle mouse button, you will be able to see the rest of the cube. Coordinates work just like Second Life. Y-axis, and x-axis, and your z-axis will go up and down. Hold middle mouse button to move around. If you want to pan the camera, you hold down shift and then drag the middle mouse button. And zooming in and out is the scroll wheel. Now, you can grab your object by hitting the G key. You can rotate it. Well, you can cancel your grab operation by hitting the right mouse button. You can rotate it, right mouse button to cancel operation, and you can scale it. Right mouse button to kill the operation. If you want to accept your operation, like from here to here, you would G key and left mouse button instead of right. So G key, right mouse button instead of G key, left mouse button. Had that wrong. G key, left mouse button, G key, right mouse button. Okay. Let's Control Z back to where we were. Alright. Now, cameras. On the number pad, 1, 3, and 7 have different views. If you hit 1, we'll be facing the object, looking down its front. We can't really tell it's the front, so if you bear with me for a moment, I'll make it a little easier to tell what this object's front is. And I'll explain how I did that in a little minute. So, if I hit the 1 key, you can see we're looking down the front. 7 key, we're looking down this top, and 3 key, we're looking down the side from the object's left. If you hit the Control 1 key, you actually look from behind. So Control reverses whatever these do. So front, back, side, other side, top, bottom. Okay. You can switch between orthogonal view, which is useful for buildings, and perspective view, which is what you're used to if you use Second Life, or any game actually, because the game will emulate the camera. You can change the camera lens angle by going to View, View Properties. I find 60 is pretty comfortable. If you have 30, it's going to get really whacked out. Well, make it a little more obvious. There we go. Kind of a weird thing. So let's bring it back to 60. If you find yourself disoriented in camera view and you're just trying to get a hold of your object, on the number pad, hit the period key. You'll be locked onto whatever object you were selected. Object selection works like this. First, let's duplicate our object. Shift D, Shift D. G key to move it. Get a drink here. Alright. Been trying to do this tutorial 5 times now. It's really hard to get it down to as fast as I want it. So I can select by right mouse button, and you see how it highlights. X key will remove, X key will remove. Let's go back to our main object. Period key to focus and lock on it. Now if we hit the tab key, we will be able to enter vertex editing mode. Control R will show us the different cuts we can make on that object. When we make a cut, so Control R, left mouse button, and we can slide around to find the cut we want. Let's put it right here. The same operations in object mode still apply in vertex editing mode. S key, right click to kill the operation, G key, R key. You can constrain to an axis by doing R, X. Let's do this in object mode, works the same either way. RX, RZ, RY, GX, GY, GZ, and SX, SY, SZ. Tab back into edit mode, and let's hit Control Z on that. Let's split the object in half. Well, we're in perspective mode, so it's not exactly locked on and grid sure. Let's hit 5 key for a moment. Edit mode, tab, Control R, and we want it right there. So instead of just selecting and trying to get it, Control Z out, we're going to Control R and we're going to hit the middle mouse button. That'll put it dead center. Let's now select this whole side. Now if we had vertices in the back, which we don't, let's add some. There. So, now what I did just then was I hit the Z key to change my view. I can go from wireframe to solid. And if I want the solid to show a little bit of what's behind, I can make it into a ghost with this toggle right here. And you'll see I can now select whatever's in the back, whereas when I toggle it, I can't. So, 1 key, front, Z key, toggle wireframe, B key, box select. I can also hit B key twice and get sort of a brush select. You'll find that's extremely handy. Escape out of that selection mode, or even the right mouse button will work too. So now that we've selected this side, erase vertices. Now we have half an object. Let's go down to the buttons menu, hit edit, the square with the yellow dots. I'm at 6 minutes. Go to the modifiers, add modifier, mirror. Front view. Let's add some cuts here, and one there. G key, G key, G key. You see I'm moving things around. Okay, I think you've got the idea. Before we hit 10 minutes, let's split. Alright, see this right here? You can move this around. But also, if you hit the right mouse button over it, split area, you can choose where you want to split this window. You get another 3D window. So you can move it here and here. One note on the mirror modifier. I'm going to select it all and we're going to move it. You notice that it's kind of not watertight. You can hit do clipping and the middle will stay exactly the same, which is great for character modeling. Go back. This button right here, click on it and go to UV image editor. I want to get images in. So let's hit image, open. And then you can select an image from your computer. Here's a body sketch I was using for the background. Note that if you have an image loaded, you can go to the view, properties, and in one of the camera modes, you can select a image to put there. So if we go to view, background image, let's kill that, use background image, and then wireframe really helps for this. You can start moving verts to follow along with it. And then we can set another image. It always sticks to the viewport. So if you make another viewport, you can add another image here. And then you can have your front view and your side view here. Let's go back to UV image editor. Let's unwrap it. Let's apply this mirror modifier so that we don't get double vision. And if you select all your vertices, hit the U key and 9 minutes and hit unwrap. That's not going to look so good. So what you want to do is do smart projection, which is great for inorganic objects. Do island margin. You want to space it out so they're not bumping up against each other. 0.150. And you'll see they're laid out quite nicely here. Now if we do Alt-Z, we'll see texture mode. You'll see that we can move these around and it shows up differently as it passes over. So we can also separate it by hand into, let's get out of texture mode. Remember, texture mode is Alt-Z. hit Alt-Z again to come back. And now we have our wireframe in solid view. Let's change to edge mode, or Control-Tab edges, Control-Tab faces, or Control-Tab vertices. Control-Tab edges will let me pick on the side. If you hit Alt right mouse button, you can sort of get an edge. So if you have a group of edges that are running along your model smoothly, and this will have to be not included in this tutorial, but you'll see how it's connected edges. See how it kind of ends abruptly here, but this flows. So if you have a set of edges that flow together, you can select them all at once by hitting Alt right mouse button. Now let's hit Control E, mark seam. What that'll do is when we select all and hit the U key, unwrap this time, it'll split it into two nice halves, because we just used this and we cut the model into pieces and then laid it out like an orange peel on a piece of paper. So we could kind of have one whole side take up the model, go into edit mode, and you kind of see. Let's get it all into one face. So I'm getting this face right here. Oh, it's repeating. Anyway, I got the image editor in, and I'm at 11 minutes. So, till next time, guys.